Hello everyone. I understand I have been gone an enormous amount of time. In fact, I think the last video I posted was back in, I believe, not Christmas, what was it? Halloween. Yes, it's been a very long time. And I will explain to you all of that, but I think towards the end of the video, because I know that some people don't like really talking at the start. But just know that I am back. I am back from vacation. I am back from all of the things I needed to do. And I figured that the first video of the year should be not a custom, but more of like a special video. And as you can tell, it is a special video because I am doing a face reveal. And I was thinking I was going to do a face reveal, I feel a little bit further down the road. But granted, I have been gone a very long time, so I feel you guys maybe do deserve this. And so I want to make this video of my, top favorite S.H Figurarts Dragon Ball figures of 2018. There will be no customs, so none of my customs will be on this video. I feel that these should be figures that everyone can purchase. So I think one day I'll make a video talking about my top 5 favorite customs. Now, S.H Figurarts Dragon Ball Z this year had its up and downs. There were some gold mine figures, then there was some missed opportunities, and then there was just some bad figures. Some figures that I did not want to purchase, some figures that I just saw and was like, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna pass. But there were some favorite figures this year, and obviously there was enough to make this list. I think that 2018 was a good year for Dragon Ball, but I definitely feel that next year we'll have an even better line. We have the movie characters coming out, we have the Great Saiyaman, Super Buu, Mr. Satan, so many awesome figures. But let's get onto the list. We are going to start with an honorable mention. This is the S.H Figurarts Gotenks. Now, the reason I put him as an honorable mention is because he is a great figure. He is very great. There are some things that just bother me about him. For starters, they didn't give us a base head. I appreciate all of the ghost effect, or the ghost effect, and the, I forgot what the little ring effect, or the little ring thing was called, the attack name. Those are all very nice accessories, but how hard would it have been to give us a base head? I'm not asking for a Super Saiyan 3 here, but a base head would have been very great. Something else that bothers me is the shoulders. I hate that they are attached to the arm and not to the actual body. When I was considering making a Gogeta custom, I was not considering on doing this method. Instead, I was gonna, put them onto the actual shirt or whatever, the vest you would call it. And the reason for that is because when you pose his arm up to get him into that pose where, he's jumping up in the air, the piece is down here now. It's no longer up here, and in my opinion, that's just something, it's small, but it's something that is a problem for me. And I know the new Gogeta is also going to have this issue, but I don't know. It's a small thing, but I think the reason this figure is only an honorable mention is because of the lack of a base head. And I personally feel he's just a tad bit too tall. I have seen some pictures where they compare his height, and he is pretty tall, but still, he's kind of tall. So that's why I have him here. Those were our honorable mentions. Coming on to my number 5 spot, we have the Son Goku figure. This is the new Saiyan Raised on Earth figure. The reason I put this figure up on number 5, I know what you guys might be thinking, he has even less accessories than Gotenks. Why would he make it this high up on the list? Or, not this high up, but why would he make it to the top 5? I like the new body. I like the colors, the difference between the blues, the darkness. The symbols, I feel, I don't know if you can tell, but they're not really white. They're more like a, I don't know what you would call this color. I'm not very good with color, guys. I know that's going to sound really weird since I have to paint stuff, but I don't know. But I personally love this figure. The articulation is awesome. The head plates look great. The hair, I love the new 2.0 hair. It looks perfect. And just overall, I thought this was a really great Goku. If you are new to collecting, I recommend you get this figure. You can get this figure a lot of times and, you know, swap boots, swap belts. You have the super. Swap boots, swap belts, remove this with nail polish remover. You have a normal Goku from the rest of the Dragon Ball Z. I guess some could argue that the cut here is too high up, but I mean, come on, it's a small thing. So I definitely love this figure, and it's a good figure in my opinion. That's my number 5 spot. Coming in at number 4, we have the new 2.0 Frieza. Don't know how well you guys can see him in this lighting, but yes, I am a tremendous Frieza fan. Frieza is my number 2 favorite Dragon Ball villain, number 1 being Broly. And it's very funny because at first, when the new Broly movie was announced, everyone was completely hating the fact that Broly was the main villain. But I, on the other hand, was over there gushing over the fact that it's Broly. And it's just looking at it now, all of a sudden, there are so many Broly fans. And I'm just like, guys, weren't all of you hating on Broly like 2 months ago? And now everyone's a Broly fan. I don't know. I love Broly. But this figure, back to the figure, this is a perfect Frieza figure. I know a lot of you people still have a connection to the original because of the rock base and that head that we don't get with this one. But colors, it looks perfect. The purple shine is amazing. The face plates, I don't know how well you can see the face. I'm not even gonna try with this lighting. The face is amazing. And overall, if you do not own a Frieza and you don't want to pay like what, $200, $130 for the original, this is a steal of a figure. It's perfect. So I definitely say this is a must-have in your collection as well. So now we enter the top 3. So this was rather hard to put into the way I wanted it to because I knew that these figures were my top 3 favorite of this year. But it was just hard putting them into the 3, 2, 1 order. But I think I've done it rather well, in my opinion. So coming in at number 3, we have Majin Buu. I absolutely love this figure. When I first got it, or when I first pre-ordered it, I wasn't very excited about getting it. I was just like, oh, it's Majin Buu. It's not even my favorite Buu. My favorite Buu is Super Buu. He's always has been, always probably will be. But I wasn't too excited about getting this guy, especially due to this plastic cape. I hate plastic capes. I know that there is that third-party one where it's cloth, but I haven't found it, but I also haven't really looked for it either. But when I got this figure in hand, I fell in love with it. It is one of my favorite Dragon Ball figures in my collection to date. It's perfect. It has all of the stuff that you would want with Majin Buu, give or take a two thing, like the zapping effect or the little smoke. I thought that was kind of weird they didn't give us that, but honestly, I love this figure. If you do not own it, I know this guy does cost quite a bit, but if you do own it, then you should know just how much of a specially warm feeling you get with this figure. I personally love it. So, coming in at number 2. This is going to surprise maybe some of you because as you know, I love this character and to put him at number 2. But number 2 is Goku Black. Before I talk any further, this is a disclaimer. This hairpiece is the Fairy Tail Customs hairpiece. I know this is not the original. I went out of my way and I did buy this. I love this hairpiece. And I was just too lazy to make one for my own. Especially since I used the real hairpiece from Goku Black and made a blue hair for Goku. But I absolutely love this figure. I feel that a different faceplate, like a smiling rose hair and a serious black hair plate. I don't know. I'm getting tongue-tied. I feel like getting a smile with the rose hair and getting a normal face with the black hair would have been perfect for me. Because, you know, when he's Super Saiyan Rose, he's always grinning, smiling. So I feel like a head like that would have been fun. But I love this figure. This is definitely one of my favorite figures in my collection. He has to be at least the top 10, maybe even top 7. But he is not my favorite figure of this year. So coming in at number 1, my top favorite figure of this year shouldn't be much of a surprise to any of you. Trunks. It is Future Trunks. Now, I got this figure November, and at the first pictures, at like the glances of him, I knew he would be amazing, but I wasn't really too sure how amazing he would be. But now, owning him in hand, I have to say this is definitely my favorite figure of this year. The accessories, the face plates, the level of detail, the color, everything is perfect. Just looking at his face plates, if you do own him, you do know what I am talking about. If you don't, I highly recommend you go and pick him up. He's my favorite of this year. I know a lot of you know that I made a custom of him a while back. I don't feel bad about making that one now. Like I said, I love making customs for making customs. If a real one does come out or a better one is made, I'll buy it and I won't feel bad just because that's what I want to do, you know? I enjoy making customs for the sake of making customs. You know, it's a hobby of mine. But this figure right here is definitely my #1 favorite figure of this year. Everything about this figure is just perfect. So guys, that was my top 5 favorite figures of 2018. I would love to know your top favorites, your top 5 favorites. Majin Vegeta, I am so sorry that he did not make this list. I know that I made the Majin Vegeta custom, which is one of my favorite customs, if not my favorite custom that I've ever made. But he just, that figure just wasn't perfect. I don't really know what I would want from Majin Vegeta, you know, because he doesn't really need much accessories, but there were a few gripes I had with him. The coloration was pretty bad. We didn't get that iconic face of his where he's like looking up and he has his eyes down and he's smiling. That would have been amazing. They didn't retool his hair in any way. That I felt was very disappointing. And a small gripe, the chest is a skin tight look. But if you watch the anime, you know that it's not a skin tight. It's kind of like a loose shirt. So I wish towards like the bottom joint they would have given him those flaps to indicate that it's a shirt. But small thing. Besides that, I don't actually remember if any other figure came out this year. All the Dragon Ball figures came out this year, but I don't collect the Dragon Ball figures. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know down below your top favorites. I would love to know your top favorites. Like again, I'm so sorry I'm back. But I have a few more things to say, so if you would love to stick around for that portion, I would greatly appreciate it. But if you just came to see my top 5, that's it, guys. You know, I hope you have a great rest of your day, morning, night time, wherever you are. I love all of you guys. I am so sorry for being gone for so long. But I promise I'll try to post now more often. I'm thinking at least a video maybe twice a week, if I can once a week. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start pre-recording videos. So then I could have like a post schedule. So I know I don't have a lot of time to make these actual videos, but what I'm planning to do is just re-record them and then post them later on. But like I said, guys, thanks for watching. If you do not want to hear the rest of the stuff I have to say, the video for you will end now. But if you do decide to stay and hear me out, I just want to, first of all, greatly apologize for being gone for so long. I know, but a lot of personal things happened for me, you know? Small things, like I had my finals going on, I had all these college applications to fill in, and it all kind of consumed my time. But some positives did come out of all this. I did fill in all my college applications. I'm hoping I get accepted into one of them. I'm sure I will. I turned in a pretty good one. I also got my driver's license, and so now I have a car. So that's pretty fun for me. And I just got back from a nice vacation over winter break, so that's kind of why I wasn't posting much. But I'm back now, and I've been back, I think, for like 3 days. And I've made some other customs. Now, the thing about me, personally, is that I don't just make Dragon Ball customs. I also make customs from pretty much anything I like, or anything I enjoy. So this can range from, I think the most random could be like Star Wars, to the DC films. I mainly do Marvel customs, and they're pretty easy customs. And so just to give you an example like of a super easy custom I made, this here is a movie Venom. Like I said, It's a super easy custom. I made it in, I think, 1 day. It doesn't take any time at all to make it. I've seen a lot of people make this custom, but none of them have used the figure I thought everyone would have used. But so here's one custom I've made. I also make super simple customs. For instance, here's the Infinity War Captain figure. The only thing is I did to this guy where I made the other glove. Don't know how well you could see it. I doubt it's going to be able to focus in on it. Yeah, I doubt it. I also fixed up his hair. I know what you guys are thinking. He has a lot of hair going up. But I bought a 3D printed head. So this is just kind of a fill-in. I do like the way it looks from the sides. I think it turned out pretty good. Repainted his eyebrows. I might one day make a video showcasing him. And if when I get my new hairpiece or my new face, I might just sell this one. So if anyone actually likes it, I suppose they could take it. I do know that it has a lot of hair going up. But I enjoy it. Other customs I made is this. This is the Infinity War Iron Spider. I painted blue eyes. I gave him these gold braces, added the Waldos, and I don't know if you can tell, but all throughout the body, he has the blue light. So this is just another custom. And then this is the custom I finished, I believe, yesterday that I absolutely just fell in love with. So my favorite Marvel character of all time is Thanos. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, but he's not a hero. But he's also technically not a villain, depending on how you view him. I think that the movie kind of changed him in a good way, but I like both of them. But here is my custom Diamond Select. Is that what they're called? Marvel Select? Diamond Select? Marvel Select Thanos. It's a very simple custom I did to him. Literally, anyone can do this. I just added the straps under him. I was gonna redo his belt here, but I decided not to do that. But my favorite part of this figure is obviously his head. I repainted the skin color. I obviously closed his mouth, gave him more of a menacing chin, and I darkened out his eyes. I do have the other head because I did own 2 of these, but my original one broke. And so I bought a new one because I love this figure, swapped heads, and gave him this one. So now he has 2. I did repaint the other one, but it is over there on my desk, and I do not feel like grabbing it. But there's that. And so I know what you guys are thinking, what does this all have to do with Dragon Ball? Well, here's my thing. I kind of want to expand on my collection, or not my collection of videos. Like I said, yes, I know this is a primarily Dragon Ball based based channel, but there are times where I don't feel like making a Dragon Ball custom. You know, I will see something from a different genre and I'll want to make it. And they're pretty cool things too. Like, I've learned so much stuff from making other customs that aren't Dragon Ball that I would love to share with you guys on this channel. So depending on what you guys think, the ones that have stayed to this part of the video, I might change the channel completely. I'm not going to delete any of my content, but I'm thinking about renaming it just so that I can expand on stuff, you know? I think I'm also going to post a video maybe later on showcasing my entire room, because like I said, my Dragon Ball stuff is all over there, but it is a small portion of my overall collection, you know? And I would really love to see what you guys think, because like I said, those are small customs, but they're customs that are fun, that I think everyone can make, and I would just love to share that information with you guys. It's something I want to do. So like I said, I might expand on my channel a lot more, so maybe I'll post a Dragon Ball custom every 2 weeks and post a different custom every week, so that way there's more Dragon Ball, or there should be more Dragon Ball videos than there are of other videos. But like I said, I post more about Dragon Ball, or I post more about Dragon Ball than I do of other stuff. But I want to start posting about other stuff, because like I said, I don't just make Dragon Ball videos. But if I do decide to rename my channel, I will ask you guys in the comments for suggestions. You know, if you guys can give me a great name, I'll pick my favorite and I'll name myself that. So that's the end of this part of the video, guys. Like I said, I'll try to post more often, and I'll also do a showcase of all the stuff I'm currently working on and my entire collection, just so you guys can get an idea of what else is in my room, you know? So thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you all had happy holidays. This is going to be a great year for all of us. I wish all of you the best. If last year wasn't great for you, then I can guarantee you this year will be better. Keep your hopes up, guys. Don't give up on me, guys, you know? I don't want to lose any of you. So, have a great year, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you made it this far to the video, comment down below. Let's see. Comment turtle, just so I know that you guys watched the whole video. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will try to post more. I know I always say that and I always don't go through with it, but you know, new year, new me, right? I suppose I should give it a shot. But like I said, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. So yeah, peace.